What's going on, my lovely lovers? Thank you for being here. Tonight we're going to check out Brian Regan. This is somebody that I've seen a couple of his specials, but they've all been specials that have happened in the last 10, 15 years, right? This is some old stuff. This is going way back. Let's see, was it 1992? Damn, I was 6 years old. So I haven't seen this one. We'll see how Brian Regan's comedy used to be. I know for a fact he's a hilarious guy. When I've watched his specials in the last couple decades, like I laugh my ass off. I always like this guy. He's pretty popular where I'm at. I live in Utah, so clean comedians are a little more popular here than others. That is slowly changing as people are slowly becoming adults. Fuck, I don't know how else to say it, but point being, we're going to check out some old Brian Regan, see where his beginning was, see how he was when he started. And just thanks for being here, folks. Love y'all.
How's everybody feeling tonight?
Damn, that video quality is definitely some 1992 shit. So hopefully the audio is good. Come on now.
All right, you seem like you're in a great mood. Thanks for coming out this evening. I felt kind of stupid flying down here. You ever do this? You ever say a phrase that you say all the time, like at the wrong time, and feel like a complete idiot? You know, something like, you too. I was getting out of a cab at the airport, and the driver goes, hey, have a nice flight. You too. You too, you have a nice flight too. In case you ever fly someday.
Dude, I did the exact damn same thing. Somebody came to drop off some food, and they're like, enjoy. And I'm like, you too. Dude, it happens to all of us. Happens to the best of us.
Don't anybody look at me, I'm a moron. Don't know when to say the you too phrase. I never learn, like a waitress will bring my meal. Hey, enjoy your meal. You too. Oh, you don't have one, do you? I'm a doofus. If you do eat, enjoy it when you eat it. If you have a break or something, later perhaps. Enjoy it at that time. I don't know how to talk. I talk too fast, like if somebody thanks me, I'll try to say, hey, you're welcome, or no problem. You ever jumble them together and form some weird hybrid that makes no sense to anybody? Hey, thanks, Brian, your problem. No welcome, no problem, welcome. You have a problem, welcome it. Welcome to problems. Somebody throw a tarp over me, please. I can't function. I don't know how to speak. You ever been talking for like a half an hour and then you realize that you have no idea what the hell you're talking about? You're just like an automatic pilot. What the hell am I saying? I did this recently. I met this woman and I could have sworn she was pregnant. Let me tell you. Yeah, I know now. It's not an idea to get that sort of thing, So I said, hey, when's that baby due? You ever feel that word coming up, but you can't stop it? You know what I'm saying? Hey, when's that baby due? When's that baby due? What baby? At the zoo, the pandas. Ling, how's Ling doing? I just thought I'd ask you, complete stranger, you know anything about the pandas?
Dude, look at that hair. Look at that hair. Jeez, there was a time here in America where men were spending just as much money on product as women. I'm so glad. I mean, look, I do my own shit. You can tell. I know you can tell. I didn't just say that. There's a reason I wear a damn hat. But it happened during COVID. I couldn't go get my $12 haircut at Great Clips, so I just started buzzing my own shit, and I will never go back. There's no reason. It's not like I'm framing some beautiful face like Brad Pitt with his long hair in the 90s. Like, no, that's not what's happening. I'm not going to do any better in life with some hair like this as I'm going to do with just some nonsense like this. So may as well keep it nonsense, right? But geez, people back in the 80s and 90s, they had some hair and they cared about their hair. I'm just kind of glad that's over. I know there are a lot of people out there who still feel that way. There are a lot of guys who are still doing their hair all great and sexy and looking beautiful. And maybe it's because I've been married for almost 11 years that I more or less told my wife, like, no, if you want me to be beautiful, you tell me how to be beautiful and I'll do what you say. She doesn't say shit, so I just look like a slob. Maybe one day she'll have an issue with it, but until that day comes, I don't have a damn issue with it.
And when you get somebody's gender wrong, there's no recovering from that. You just have to go home and you do that. Hey, excuse me, sir? Ma'am. Okay. So I have to walk away from you now. I'm sorry, sir. Ma'am, ma'am, sir. Ma'am, sir, person. Sir, ma'am, person. I think the ultimate, though, in looking like an idiot is when you walk into a spider web, right? Because nobody else sees that spider web. They just see you walking off in the distance, suddenly flipping out for no reason whatsoever. You know, you're just walking along, everything's fine, all of a sudden, no! Did you see that guy? Yeah, he just snapped. He was walking along, he just went nuts near that tree. Look, he's still doing it.
That happened to me last night.
I haven't learned how to work a water fountain yet. Haven't learned yet to check the force of the water before I stick my face in there. I don't know why I don't have that skill down yet, you know? Whoompa! Oh, I needed a nasal lube right then. I feel like a water wiggle. You know, the water goes up one nostril and down the other. Whoa! Oh! Lifting my feet off the ground. Oh! I don't know. I think I'm used to those water fountains that dribble out so little. You have to make those embarrassing sucking noises. You know? I'm very thirsty. I've been eating crackers and sand. I'm parched. I don't know. I hate doing this, too. I hate when I get off an elevator on the wrong floor. You got to get back in and face those people. I feel like I owe everybody in there an explanation. Like they're all going, hey, here's the big idiot getting back on. Doesn't know where the hell he is. I feel like this getting off. Oh, I thought that was the second floor. Looks just like the second floor. Everything's the same, except for that big number 5. You know, you look at it quick, it's like a 2. I was looking at it too quick. I was looking at it too quickly. I can't even buy donuts. I always feel bad for the donut ladies when you go into the donut shops. Nobody can ever make up their mind. Ever been behind some guy in line? He's ordering donuts. Oh, yeah, I'll take a dozen donuts. I'll start with 4 chocolate and 2 honey curls and a Bavarian twist and 3 curly goos and no 6 chocolate, no 2 chocolate, 2 chocolate, no 7, no 1 chocolate, 1. Put it back, 1. No 9 chocolate, 9. God's sake, take it over, huh? They're donuts. It's not that big a deal. They're not going anywhere. But the donut ladies know how to get back at you. They do the subtraction for you in front of the other customers and make you look like an idiot. You know, you go in there, yeah, I'll take a dozen donuts. I'll start with 7 chocolate. You have 5 left. How many? 5. I have 5 donuts left, everybody. If I order 1 more, then how many do I have left? You tell me that. That's my question at this point in time, donut lady. How many donuts would I have then? I know how many donuts I have. I don't know. You guys are a great crowd. I appreciate this. You could have done a lot of things tonight. You could have been at a monster truck pull or something, right? I love watching those things on TV, the monster truck race interviews after the race. I never know what those guys are talking about, you know. Hey, what were you thinking during the run, Earl? Well, you know, I was going pretty good, and then about halfway through, I felt the hind coil lift valve burner plate started smoking. That hind end regurgitation plate valve started vibrating like a son of a bee. I just knew right then I had to gun it. What the hell are you talking about? You keep that in mind when you're having car trouble. I'm hearing something smoking. Hang on, I'm gonna gun it. Why are you talking like that? Hang on, I'm gonna gun it. Don't talk like that. You're frightening the children. I also saw Evel Knievel the other day on a talk show. Every time he's on a talk show, they always show him that footage of him wiping out at Caesar's Palace. I'm sure he wants to relive this every time he's on a show. Hey, do you remember that day, Evel? Oh, no. Yeah, I remember. They always ask him what he was thinking right before he hit the pavement. What kind of question is that? Hey, what were you thinking right before?
For the 8-year-olds in the crowd, all 0 of you, Evel Knievel is a stunt man, so to speak, but I don't know if stuntman is the right term, because he would just do crazy shit and then just deal with the consequences. Like, he would just jump his bike over 55 semi-trucks and eat mad shit and break every bone in his body and somehow live, and everybody's like, fuck yeah! You lived! But I don't know, dude. These days, I don't know. You got to do even crazier shit. I saw a video of a dude who jumped off a cliff with a carpet and rode that fucking carpet for like 3 minutes, flying through the fucking air. I saw another clip of a dude who jumped out of a plane, pulled his chute, and then shot his parachute with a flare gun, lighting it into flames, and then just fell. Like, I don't know, man. What's it going to be like in 10 years? Like, I'm going to shoot myself in the face with this 12 gauge, and I guarantee I'm going to live through it. Just wait, folks. We'll see it.
Before you hit the pavement, Evel. Oh, right before I hit the pavement? What was I thinking? Oh, I remember thinking, hey, did I turn off the iron? Then my leg snapped in half. Then I was going, hey, maybe I should get my daughter a puppy. What do you think I was thinking? I was thinking, ah! Ah! Something like that, if I remember right. Yeah, that was it. Ah! What was I thinking? I love watching the news, too. And I heard on the news, and my uncle does this, I heard that the government will pay certain farmers to not grow corn. Wow. Where's my check?
Shit.
That must be great. Hey, what do you do for a living? Well, I don't grow corn. Yeah, I get up around the crack of noon, walk outside, make sure there's no corn growing. You know, we used to not grow tomatoes, but there's more money in not growing corn. I watched too much TV growing up. Flipper. You know what I thought was weird about Flipper? Flipper was always saving people. And I thought, to be fair, they should have also had a bad dolphin, you know? Zipper. Scar across his face, out moving safety buoys around. Deal with that, Flipper. Big mean dolphin, out chewing tobacco. Thanks. Then there was Gentle Ben about the big friendly bear. There's a good thing to teach kids, huh? Hey, bears are friendly. Go up and let them give you a big hug. Put some honey on your face. Let them lick it off. Bears love kids with honey on their heads. My Gentle Ben, where's Bobby? Bobby! Bobby, where are you? Ben's wearing Bobby's hat. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he went. How do you grow up normal as a kid? How do you do that? All the stuff you do when you're a kid, you know, growing up, like pin the tail on the donkey. There's a good safe game for kids. What are adults thinking? Hey, we're having a whole bunch of kids over, big party. We're going to blindfold one, give him something sharp, spin him around, and let him go. Go, Bobby, with the pin. Just run amok. Oh. What are those noises? Those are puncture wounds, Bobby. Stop. Made a terrible mistake. You know, kids were running out the door. He missed the donkey and got my neck. He pinned the tail on my neck. Please don't make me go back. And there was musical chairs. There was a nice little anxiety attack for 7-year-olds. Only one kid can win. All the other kids are walking around going, oh, 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 oh. How was the party? It was horrible. I couldn't get a chair, and I got a donkey tail in my jugular vein. Please don't make me go back. I got a pin in my neck. Please. Yeah. There's a lot of good games. Twister, that was a good party game. Yeah? Twister fans? My older brothers would never let me play Twister when they played, so I put Vaseline on the colored circles. Left leg broken. Hey, should have let me play. I remember I asked if I could play. I'm from a big family, 8 kids, my family. I was growing up, all the kids in the family, we always had to call our stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I call that chair. I get that chair when I get back. It's my chair. I call that chair. It's mine. I call that sandwich. It's my sandwich. I didn't realize not to do this my first day in school.
Dude, you don't really hear that shit anymore. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because back in the day, I mean, shit, I was 6 when this special came out. We would call shit, and that was like law. I had an older brother, and he liked to come in and say, yeah, I called that shit, even though he didn't. But what the fuck are you going to do? You know, when somebody 20 months older than you has 40 pounds on you, you just kind of got to deal with it, dude. But between friends, we would call shit, and that was like law. The other friends would be like, nope, he called it. He called it. I heard it. What happened to that?
Call this desk. Yeah, we all do, Brian. I call this lunchbox. Mrs. Regan, something's wrong with your boy. I don't even know why we did it at home, because my older brothers always took whatever they wanted anyway, you know?
Yep.
When we were all getting in the car, I knew where I was going to end up sitting, so I'd pretend like I wanted that, you know? Back seat, in the middle, my feet on a hump. I called it. Get off the hump. It's my hump. I think my parents kind of worried about me. He's calling the hump, Walt. He shouldn't want the hump. As long as they ain't fighting, let him sit on a hump, right? Hump's good, right, Brian? Yeah, it's good. Hump's good. You like the hump, don't you? I like the hump. I like the hump. The hump's good. Hump's good. Yeah, it's good hump. They got me into Little League Baseball. I played out in right field because I stunk. That's where they put you. Any good? I don't know. My mom told me to come out here. We'll get out in right field. Oh, okay. Turn around, you moron. Oh, okay. Not the whole way. The second baseman, while I was in right field, would always turn around and tell me to stand somewhere else. I don't know what gave him the authority to move me around. You know, I'd be out there, and he'd turn around, Brian, move over that way a little bit. Oh, okay. No, back up. Oh, okay. I'm a puppet. Oh, okay. Oh, over here. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Oh, back over here. Oh, no. Oh, over here. Oh, here. Oh, no, here. Oh, here. Oh, here. Here. Oh, yeah, he's going to hit it right here. Oh, here. Oh, this. Yes. Yes. Right here. That's where he hits it. This is where I was. Then he did this. This always confused me. Hey, Brian, two away, Brian. Okay. Brian, two away. You too. Then our coach from the dugout would yell, hey, guys, let's hear some chatter out there. Let's hear some chatter. What? Let's hear some chatter. What are we, rabbits? If you don't know what chattering is, it's saying, hey, batter, over and over again. So you can see what an asset that would be to the game. I don't think I ever felt like more of an idiot my whole life, you know, out in the field going, hey, batter, hey, batter, hey, hey, batter, hey, hey, batter, batter, hey, batter. Hey, coach, is there a point to this? What is that, for the batter's benefit? Hey, batter, hey, fielder. Hey, batter, hey, fielder. Hey, they're communicating. And as the ball got to the batter, we're supposed to lean in and go, hey, batter, batter, hey, batter, swing! Like you couldn't get a hit if you yelled out. You know? Did you hear what they yelled, Coop? What kind of thing is that to do to a little kid? They don't even do that in adult sports, you know? I'd like to see that out in the golf course. Hey, golfer, golfer! Hey, golfer, 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 hey, golfer! Cut! Put it right there! Cut the ball, golfer! Cut it!
Dude, with golf, they've got those signs. They're like, shh, be quiet. That almost seems to me, if I was a professional golfer, that would make shit harder. Because if people are being quiet, they're paying very close attention to what you're doing. I think I would rather have a rowdy crowd slamming beers, give them a beer bong. I don't give a shit. As long as they're not paying attention to what the fuck I'm doing. I mean, I guess that just goes to show how much of a sports person I'm not. I love to watch sports, but I think if I was a golfer, I'd be like, no, man, just let them do their thing. They're good. Don't show them exactly what the fuck I'm doing, because that's going to add a little bit of pressure.
Now, why would you learn something like that? You know, you're supposed to apply that later in life. You know, hey, lawyer, lawyer. Hey, lawyer, 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 sue, sue, lawyer. Lawyer, lawyer, sue. Hey, bus driver, drive, drive. Shift, bus driver, shift. Bus driver, signal. What the hell's the matter with you? I learned that as a kid. I was just applying it. I thought I'd apply it. You know what? The only compliment I ever got in Little League Baseball was, good eye, Brian. Good eye. Oh, thank you. Good torso. They would say that when you're too petrified to even consider swinging a bat, you know? Ball would graze your head like at 100 miles an hour. Oh, oh, God. Hey, good eye, Brian. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What did I do? And you moved your head out of the way of the fastball. Oh, good. I'm glad I did that. I almost didn't do it, but then I did it. I hated being up at bat. You know, I used to be scared. And what made it worse was the kids out in the field. I didn't even know them, and they're all out there yelling, easy out, easy out. How do you handle that as a 9-year-old? Everybody move in, easy out. Outfielders are playing on the clay. Infielders are going through my pockets. Easy out. Easy out. Hey. I don't know. Maybe if I would have studied more as a kid. The spelling bee, that's where it all went wrong for me. This is a great idea for kids, huh? Hey, kids, up against a wall. It's time for public humiliation. Spell a word wrong, sit down in front of your friends. That's great for little kids' egos. You know, hey, look at me, I'm a moron. That wasn't even close. I was using numbers and stuff. That's why I admired that kid who spelled it wrong on purpose so he could sit down. He didn't even care. You know, first round. Cat, K-A-T, I'm at it. Then as he passed you, I know there's 2 T's. I couldn't spell. I remember my teacher asking me, Brian, what's the I before E rule? I before E. Always. What are you, an idiot, Brian? Well, apparently. So she explained it. No, Brian, it's I before E except after C. And when sounding like A as a neighbor in way. And on weekends and holidays and all throughout May. And you'll always be wrong no matter what you say.
Right?
That's a hard rule. That's a rough rule. It's a hard, rough rule. Plurals were hard for me, too. Brian, how do you make a word a plural? You put an S at the end of it. A little S. When? Oh. On weekends and holidays, rainy days and Mondays. No, Brian, let me show you. Erwin, what is the plural for ox? Oxen. The farmer used his oxen. Brian, what? Brian, what's the plural for box? Boxing. I bought 2 boxing of donuts. No, Brian, you're an idiot. Let's try another one. Erwin, what is the plural for goose? Geese. I saw a flock of geese. Brian, what? Brian, what's the plural for moose?
Meese.
Moosin. I saw a flock of moosin. There are many of them, many much moosin. They were out in the woods. In the woodsin. They were eating grass. Grease. The meese were eating grease in the woodsin. They were looking for the foodies to eat is it. Out in the wooding it is. And the wooding is. And the wooding it is. Brian, you're an imbecile. Imbecile. What are you speaking German, Brian? German. Jermaine. Jermaine Jackson. Jackson 5. Tito. Brian, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know. I simply don't know. I think the worst day for me, though, was the day the science project was due. Waking up that morning, that was fun. Your head would pop off your pillow. Oh, no. That's due today. I had 9 months to work on it. I did nothing. Have a cardboard box. A boxing. And you'd show up trembling because you don't have anything good, and you find out all the other kids, their parents made theirs for them. They're bringing them in on flatbed trucks, you know? Looking out the window going, oh, no. The one kid with the volcano, this kid couldn't remember to zip up his own pants, but he built the volcano somehow. And the one kid with the solar system, with styrofoam balls held together with coat hangers. Hey, you're breaking some new ground there, Copernicus. He's going, the big yellow one's the sun. The yellow one is the sun. What are these other planets? The big yellow one is the sun. The one in the middle is the one that they call a sun. Okay, calm down. It's the sun. Okay, we know. We know. I don't know what to do for my project, so I brought in a paper cup filled with dirt, just, hoping she'd know I'm an idiot and just blow right on past me. As long as I'm holding some. Hey. But she stopped right in front of me. Hey, what do you have there, Brian? Oh, it's a cup of dirt. Just put an F on there and let me go home. Well, explain it. Well, it's a cup with dirt in it. I call it cup of dirt. You have to move on now. She goes, Brian, let me tell you something. That is a good project. You probably put some seeds in there and they didn't grow because you didn't give them any water. You're just trying to show us how not to grow something. Oh, yeah. In fact, my uncle taught me that. He don't grow corn. That's it for me, folks. Thank you very much.
All right, folks, this is Brian Regan. My hope is just to kind of shed a little light on some of these older comedians, man. I mean, Brian Regan is still doing his thing. Like, his new shit is a lot funnier, in my opinion. I mean, this is 1992. You got to think, you might hear something and be like, oh, man, I've heard that joke 1,000 times. Well, guess what? Back in 1992, that's when it originated. You've just heard other people regurgitate that damn joke for decades. So Brian Regan, another one, we did Sam Kinison. We've done George Carlin. I want to do some John Mulaney, man, because oh man, I love that guy. I think John Mulaney is so damn funny. He is one of the few that has me laughing my ass off, even if I'm by myself, nobody around. Like that's the hardest time to make me laugh. I can watch a comedy special that I like, that I love, and not laugh out loud even one time. But there are a few that, regardless of the circumstance, man, if I happen to watch some of their comedy, like I just laugh my ass off with people, without people. I'll watch it on my own. I'll listen to it, through headphones when I'm doing something else, like your Bill Burrs, Louis C.K., of course, Carlin. All of his shit is fucking amazing. I love Rodney Dangerfield. I love comedians. I would love one day to do what they do. But Jerry Seinfeld one time said, there's a big difference between people who say funny things and a comedian. And I think I would fall more in that first category. When the timing is right, like, there have been times where I could keep an entire group of people laughing their ass off, but it's because we're in a situation where it's relevant, where it's funny, but coming up with 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour worth of comedy that will appeal to everybody, that has got to be so damn hard. It just has to. I can't do it. I would love one day, to write some skits or just write a comedy routine, but I might be able to put 5 minutes together, maybe 10 minutes at the most. But the more I work on material, the more I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out at all. So I really respect people who do this, who do what Brian does, who does what Sam Kinison did, who, stand-up comics, are some of the people that I respect more than anybody, because they really got to go out there and hone their craft in front of people who are just waiting to eat them alive. That cannot be easy. So, having said that, check out Brian Regan. Check out any of the comedians that we've covered in this little bit of space that we've created thus far. Let's make a community that just is happy to laugh, loves everybody, and just wants to have fun. And as always, I love you. Let me see. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I hope to see you next time. Love you.